Gunners of Africa, it's Arsenal 2, Crystal Palace 2. My name is Ash, and I'm here with Mark Jackson. Mark, a draw at the Emirates. Your take on the game?
I take on the game. Games like this, I gave up on the Premier League a long time ago, some weeks ago. So the result does not really bother me. The result does not really bother me. We just came to watch this game to see how the players that are supposed to play the game against PSG are going to play unfair, and to see that they don't get injured, and to see that the ones that are just coming back from injury like Bukayo Saka can get some more minutes like he did today. My only issue with the game is the fact that we considered 2 goals against a Crystal Palace side, and we are playing PSG in the next couple of days. It's a bit scary. If you look at the kind of goals that we considered today, it's a bit scary because the first goal was
From a corner kick.
from a corner kick. Yeah, we considered from a corner kick. That one did not really scare me. The second one was from that Saliba mistake. For the second time in less than 7-8 days, he has committed an error that has directly led to a goal.
Less than a week.
Less than a week, and we play PSG. You know, we expected this kind of things from Kivio. From Kivio, you know, and I know we'd always say we turn up during big games, all our players are good during big games, but Saliba gave Vinicius the ball to score, and that was a big game. That is a big game. This one was not a big game, but he still made that error. And if you're watching this scene as an Arsenal fan, it doesn't really look nice in the eyes at all, because that's supposed to be your best defender. That's supposed to be the person that watches over the defense, even with the presence of Gabriel. But I don't want to dwell on that. I just hope that against PSG, his head is on and is straight, and he does not make this kind of errors, because we can't afford to make mistakes like this. We can say this is a Crystal Palace game, and we didn't really need anything from this game. If you look at the way Arteta even played safe, I was not expecting Arteta to play some players in this game. So I want to go back to the lineup.
Players like
Declan Rice was not supposed to start this game. I expected Saliba to even be resting. Give me Ben White and Kivio at the back. Ben White has been trying to get back to gain fitness. If you know that Ben White is not going to start the PSG game, why is he on the bench? Why is he not starting ahead of Saliba? Saliba has played many games this season, and we are at a point in the season where we just have one competition that we are going for. We are going all out for 3 finals to play. You don't need defenders, your players, key players, to be playing every minute in a competition like the Premier League, where we are not really chasing anything. So I expected Ben White to be on the bench today. I expected Declan Rice to be on the bench today. I expected Odegaard to be on the bench today. I expected Martinelli to be on the bench today. I am mentioning these players, and we can say these players needed to play and all of that, but all these players, these 4 players I mentioned now, if any of them got an injury in this Crystal Palace game, we will not be talking what we are talking now.
what Arteta said. You saw his press conference.
Yes.
Okay.
I know what he said. These players, when they come back, they want to play. They need these games to stay fit, to build fitness too. But I don't think most of the players that I mentioned now, all the players I mentioned now, needed this game to build that fitness. Saliba needed the rest. Declan Rice needed the rest. I thought he started Declan Rice on Sunday against Ipswich, because he was going to rest him today. I didn't know he was going to start today's game. Imagine Declan Rice limped off today.
So who would have been? What would have been your preferred midfield trio today?
My preferred midfield trio, I'll play Partey, Zinchenko. I play one area in front of them. That is not still weak. that midfield can still control a game against Crystal Palace. The only problem is Crystal Palace are a physical side, and they will give us a lot of things to worry about in that midfield. But you lose this game, it doesn't really matter. We will give Liverpool a guard of honor. Whether we lose this game, whether we win it, whether we draw it, anyhow the result comes out today. My only happiness about that guard of honor is Chelsea will give Liverpool a guard of honor before us. I was praying for that thing to happen. We already concluded our own, that we will give them a guard of honor. But the fact that Chelsea are going to give Liverpool a guard of honor before us is a very nice feeling. But that notwithstanding, these players, okay, we saw Timber limping. I think around 40-something, 50-something minutes, 60-something minutes. How did you feel as an Arsenal fan seeing Timber limping when you know you are facing Varaskelia? These are the kind of things I'm saying now. The risk is not worth it. You rested Timber, fine. Ben White has been out all season. He deserves to be playing the remaining games in the Premier League to gain fitness for the next season. Why start Timber today? Timber of all people. Is it Timber, Saliba, and Skelly? They were not supposed to start this game. Get me an academy left back. Let him come and play left back today. I don't care.
You know what I was about to ask?
Yes.
You know what I was about to ask?
Ask me where we'll play at left back. I don't see. Give me an academy left back. I don't care. I loved the fact that Sterling started today's game. Trossard started today's game. Nice. Why are you starting Martinelli?
But why didn't he play Owanere instead of Sterling? Instead of Sterling.
Is he trying to tell me that he wants to play Owanere against PSG? Because that is the only reason why Owanere was on the bench today. That you can explain to me and I will understand. What happened to an attack of Sterling, Trossard, Owanere? What happened to that? At some point in the season, that was what we had, and we played with it. We had Sterling, Trossard, Owanere, if not some Merino that came in. Rest Martinelli and Saka, Odegaard and Rice. We have a game against PSG. And he just risked all these players. I'm happy at the end of the day that none of these players I mentioned got injured. And they were all able to come out of the game fit. The result, I don't have anything against the result. We drew the game against Crystal Palace. We've had worse results than this one this season. So a draw against Crystal Palace at home, fair, considering the fact that the players is not giving their all, and I'm sure most of them they had their minds on the PSG game.
The commentator said it.
They had their minds on the PSG game. None of them played that game like they wanted to win, even though as professionals they tried. But overall, nothing much to complain about, except for that Saliba's mistake.
So quickly moving away from this game today, the PSG game on Tuesday. There's no game this weekend for Arsenal. It's the PSG game on Tuesday. So with Thomas Partey out, what would be your preferred midfield through, or just ensure your preferred lineup for that game? Your preferred lineup.
My preferred lineup. The back line is already sorted. So in midfield,
the back line is already sorted.
Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Skelly. In midfield, I'll play Rice in holding midfield because I don't want any play around the front of my. I don't want any experiment. Give me Declan Rice. He has played there before. He knows how to play there. He will protect the defense more than any other person if Partey is not there. Give me Declan Rice in midfield. Merino, Odegaard. Attack, Martinelli, Trossard, Saka. I'm going with Trossard in attack because over the past 2 games, he has scored 3 goals. And he has been playing attack in these games as a striker. And I'm sure that is the reason that Arteta has been playing him, because that is what I think is the most logical lineup to go with. Give me Merino in the midfield so that we can win those midfield battles. PSG's midfield, they are very good. Vitinha and Neves with Fabian Ruiz. We need a player like Merino that feasts on duels, that wins duels, and yes, wins aerial and ground duels. A player that can afford us to play different types of football. We can play long balls. He can win the header, bring the ball down. He can even play a very good pass to the attackers from that his position. He can make late runs into the 10-yard box and get us goals. So for me, that is the lineup I will go with. Rice, Merino, Odegaard in the midfield, then Saka, Trossard, Martinelli. That lineup should see us through that game at the Emirates. We should come out with a win with this lineup, except the players don't give their all.
Prediction.
I'll go with a 2-0 win, like we did in the group stage. 2-0 win.
Thank you very much.